In every hotel, there are rooms that never appear in brochures. Doors that closed and were never opened the same way again. This is one of those stories. This is Room 13, Chapter 1. On January 26, 2013, Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old Canadian student, checked in at the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. She was traveling alone. Her plan was to explore the west coast of the United States. She wrote in a blog, kept in daily contact with her family, and seemed excited about the journey. But 5 days after arriving at the hotel, Elisa disappeared without a trace. The last known footage of her came from a security camera inside the hotel's elevator. In the recording, Elisa behaves strangely. She presses multiple buttons. She peers into the hallway as if someone were following her. And she makes unusual hand movements as if talking to someone unseen. The video was released days later, and it quickly went viral. Millions of people watched it, each drawing their own conclusions. The Cecil Hotel was not an ordinary place. Since it opened in 1927, it had been the site of suicides, murders, and unexplained events. Its rooms hosted serial killers, troubled guests, and others who simply vanished. Elisa was originally assigned to a shared room, but she was moved to a private one after her roommates complained about her strange behavior. She was last seen on January 31st. Police searched the entire building with tracking dogs, with access to security footage. They inspected every floor. Nothing was found. Until February 19th, a hotel maintenance worker checked the rooftop water tank after complaints about low water pressure and strange smells. That's where they found Elisa Lam's body, naked, partially decomposed, inside a sealed water tank. The lid was closed. Accessing that rooftop required a special key or passing through an alarmed door. Elisa, supposedly, had no way of getting there without triggering the system. The autopsy ruled the cause of death as accidental drowning. There were no signs of physical trauma or assault, no drugs or alcohol in her system, only trace amounts of prescription medication for bipolar disorder. But here's where the contradictions begin. How did she reach the rooftop alone? How did she open the heavy tank lid? Why was her phone left outside the water? And how did no one see or hear anything for 19 days? Many experts point to Elisa's mental health. She had bipolar disorder. She had reportedly stopped taking her medication in the past. Some forensic professionals suggest she may have suffered a psychotic episode. Others believe she wasn't alone, that the elevator footage shows genuine fear, that someone else was just out of frame. There are theories of foul play, of hotel staff cover-ups, and failures in access control to restricted areas. And then there are those who look beyond the physical. The Cecil Hotel has been the site of multiple tragic deaths. Some believe the building itself holds a dark history, one that affects those who enter it. But to this day, no evidence has surfaced proving that anyone else was involved in Elisa Lam's death. Her case is officially closed as an accident. Yet for many, very little about this story fits within the definition of an ordinary accident. Sometimes a door closes, and it never opens the same way again. If this case left you with unanswered questions, it's not the only one. At Room 13, we continue to explore stories where official facts don't always explain everything. Subscribe if you're drawn to investigations that deserve to be examined slowly, because this is only one of many rooms we've yet to open.